this is pretty much, a full picture of what happened. So, a little less than ideal. I want my calories to be anywhere between 30 to 35% protein. A more realistic goal is more like 33, right? That's what I'm aiming for. So yeah, I mean, sodium intake was a little bit lower as well. I didn't have as many tablespoons of liquid aminos. So yeah, only two actually. I didn't have three. I only had two. But yeah, that was for yesterday. And yeah, I'm also thinking about adding a couple of more grams of protein, or at least on the days that I'm not working out, making my goals 150 for total protein intake, right? Because if you look at my primary source of protein, which is the soy curls, so instead of doing 10% more, which would be a total of 222 grams and an additional 6.6 grams of protein, if I only add 5%, which would be sorry, I said 210 here. It should be, or did I say 210? Essentially, it would be 220 if it's 10%, and 5% at 210, which would translate to 3.3 grams of protein. And so the goal is to, if I had done that, right, I would have reached my goal of 150 grams, or my unofficial goal and now official goal of 150 grams of protein per day that I am not working out. And on the days that I am, right, doing my workouts, aka my resistance training, boosting this to some number, perhaps 175. I'm not entirely sure what that's going to look like, but my goal was initially 135. However, I want to achieve a number of grams of protein that is 1 gram for every pound of lean body mass, or I guess in my case, target weight. My target weight, it was 135, but I'm thinking about just like what a healthy body weight would look like. I don't know. At this point, I'm essentially cutting, and I'm not entirely sure what my target body weight should be in the end. I do know that my next benchmark is 250, which I'm only a couple of pounds away from. After 250, it's 200. Then after 200, it is my high school weight, which was somewhere between 160 and 163, but for all intents and purposes, I'm going to say 160. Then after 160, I'll make an assessment and say, hey, should I go down to 150 or 135? But just in case I do want to hit 150, I'm just going, it's not going to hurt by giving myself an opportunity to have 150 grams of protein, right, as a minimum. So that's something I'm thinking about, and just going to move on to the activity component. Okay, so activity, and so the wake-up time is just the most difficult thing. Everything else, for the most part, seems to be pretty easy. It's just working on those items. So, and that is today. But pretty much the same thing. Past 2 days, 8:30 to 8:45 was my early wake-up time. Yesterday, it's the same thing. But it's the same thing. That's pretty much a trend of me getting distracted. Like even now, right, as I was waiting for this screen to load up, because I don't have you guys, wait 2 minutes for a screen to load because I have too many tabs open or whatever. I just paused, and as I paused, I just was distracted. And so, yeah, I'm trying to work on that, and one way that I can work on that is by respecting my alarms, right, and by do not disturb things. And so there actually should be an alarm in about a minute because it's like 9:14. And I have another alarm to basically, it's pretty much me going over a couple of items for mostly my calories, checking my calorie goals and stuff like that, seeing if I forgot any items. Oh yeah, there you go, right on schedule. So pressing a snooze for that one. But yeah. So goals were pretty good. Exceeded my calorie goals there by 11%. Almost reached my mile goal. Floors were pretty poor. Uh, could do a lot better there. Um, so I'm pretty sure today I'm probably not going to meet it as well. I'm looking forward to Thursday. I mean, I'm trying to see it. So yeah, I feel like I should be able to meet my floor goal, which is something I think is very important just for in terms of increasing my heart rate. I've noticed that my heart rate has been relatively flat over the past couple of days, which is good, considering it's not an increase. So those hikes and inclines definitely help out with that. I had almost a 2,000 caloric deficit. Makes sense considering I only had like 2,000 calories. But yeah, this is actually pretty amazing. Anyway, that's it for this video. Looking forward to the next video. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.